Northeastern will be in their road black uniforms with Northeastern across the front. Charleston in their home gold uniforms with Charleston across the front. It will be Anthony Green and Jarrell Brantley set to jump it up in the jump circle. Everett German and Danny Johnson. Take a good look at Earl Grant. The tip is won by Northeastern. So the Huskies moving right to left. T.J. Williams will hand it off to his teammate Brandon Grace. Back over to Begley. Over to T.J. Williams. Williams gets the screen from Alex Murphy. Williams still has it on the right wing. He'll drive into the paint. Step back jumper is no good as it rims out. Rebound grabbed by Nick Harris. Outlet over to Joe Chile. He'll bring it into the front court. Chile will hand it off to Riller. Over to Cam Johnson. They'll swing it to Jarrell Brantley. Brantley back to Chile. Chile near the C in Charleston logo on the floor. Back over to Riller. Riller back to Chile. Little zone action right now, Danny, on Northeastern. Brantley has it. He'll skip it over to Riller. Back to Joe Chile. Fakes the three. Drives. Jumper from the left elbow is good. Joe Chile picking up right where he left off on Saturday, Danny, and Charleston leads 2-0.
And that's a good sign that they're able to break the pressure, that 1-3-1 zone. And Charleston hasn't shown to be a good perimeter shooting team, so they're going to see some zone this season.
So Begley has it. He'll throw it back over to Murphy. Murphy in the corner. He'll throw it out to Begley. Begley. Swing it over to T.J. Williams. Again, Williams leading the conference in scoring, averaging 21 points a game. Bounce pass over to Murphy. He'll fire up a three-pointer, and it's good. Alex Murphy, the graduate senior, played at Duke on the national championship team. Also then transferred over to Florida. Graduated last year, now at Northeastern. To Cam Johnson. Over to Joe Chile. NBA three-pointer is good. And Joe Chile with the first 5 points of the evening for the Cougars, and Charleston leads 5-3 with 18:20 left in the first half. So Green over to Williams. Williams in the corner. Three-pointer from the right corner is good, and that's Bolden Brace, the reigning CAA Rookie of the Week, coming off a big week. Danny, he averaged just 4 points a game coming into last week, and he erupted for 20.
Yeah, it's one of those rare examples where he reaches somebody on the bench, critical situation. He shows up big to earn himself more minutes.
Northeastern with the early lead, 6-5, 17:50 left to play first half. Jumper outside the left elbow is good. Jarrell Brantley. And Charleston right down doing a nice job of finding those soft spots in the zone, Danny.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. That high post area is where it's going to be at. Both teams have come out hot so far.
So Charleston leading 7-6. 17:35 left, first half. Northeastern with the basketball. As Green has it into the paint. He'll drive to the basket, push a shot up, shot no. Good ball tapped out right into the hands of Cam Johnson. Cam has it in the front court. He'll dribble towards the Northeastern bench, and he'll throw it over to Joe Chile. He'll swing it to Jarrell Brantley. He'll dump it down to Nick Harris. He'll hand it back off to Brantley. Brantley reverse layup is blocked, but no. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. I didn't hear the whistle, Danny, but apparently, yeah, he did. He stepped out of bounds, so the turnover will give it back to Northeastern.
Yeah, but what a great idea. The two bigs working together. You know, they're still moving. Even though they're running a zone, they're still moving in it and finding the soft spots.
Northeastern with the basketball, trailing 7-6, 17:05 left to play in the first half. Begley, three-pointer in front of the Charleston bench. No good off the iron. Rebound grabbed by Jarrell Brantley. Brantley over to Joe Chile in the front court. On the right wing, he'll drive all the way to the basket, push the shot out, and it's good! Joe Chile off to a quick start. Chile already with 7 of Charleston's 9 points, and the Cougars lead 9-6 with 16:45 left to play in the first half. Begley works around the screen. Wide open Brace under the basket, but he travels instead. The turnover will give it back to Charleston. It looked like Brace was going to be able to have an easy layup, but kind of shuffled his feet. The turnover will give it back to the Cougars.
And this might be an odd comment, E, but you almost want to see some defense at this point. Both teams have come out and made almost every shot they're taking. It's something very unusual we've seen.
So we'll have our first substitution of the game as Marquise Pointer, the sophomore from Jonesboro, Arkansas. He will check into the lineup to replace Grant Riller. Marquise has it in the front court. Over to Cam Johnson. Johnson back over to Chile. Back over to Marquise. Back to Joe on the right wing. 15 seconds off on the shot clock. Back to Marquise. Marquise on the left wing, back over to Joe. 10 seconds left now. Cam Johnson drives the right baseline, cut off, so he'll skip it over to Marquise. Marquise fakes the three, still has it, ball loose, 4 seconds left. He'll dump it off, try to overpass that time, and the shot clock violation will give it back to Northeastern. Actually, no, they're not going to stop play, and Northeastern has the basketball. Begley has it on the right wing, he'll drive into the paint, puts a shot up with the left hand, no good. Nick Harris grabs the rebound. Over to Marquise Pointer. Pointer brings it into the front court along the left sideline, over to Joe. Chile has it out to Marquise. Marquise will reset the offense. Over to the captain, Joe Chile, back to Marquise. Again, Northeast is still in that zone. Chile on the left wing, back to Marquise. Over to Cam Johnson on the right wing. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Marquise, back over to Cam. He'll drive right baseline, pull-up jumper too strong. The rebound will fall into the hands of Bolden Brace. Brace will bring it into the front court himself. Charleston with the lead. 9-6, 15:30 left to play first half. As Begley has it on the left wing, works around the screen from Murphy. Begley still has it, picks up his dribble over to Murphy. Murphy over to TJ Williams. Williams, top of the key now. Left hand pass over to Green. Back over to Begley. Left hand, 8 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll throw it up to TJ Williams. Williams working against Cam Johnson. Pull-up jumper just inside the three-point line, no good. And the foul is going to be called on Joe Chile. He tried to block out Alex Murphy. So the foul against Chile will give it back to Northeastern when we come back. 15:09 left to play in the first half. Charleston 9, Northeastern 6. You're listening to College of Charleston basketball.
On fire. That's what the fans want to see, but a little uncharacteristic for both teams.
So Northeastern basketball as TJ Williams drives down the lane, gets to the paint, shot up, shot no good. Well, the rebound goes right into the hands of Murphy. Back to TJ Williams. Over to Sean Osius, the 6'4 freshman out of Boynton Beach, Florida. He traveled with the basketball, so the turnover will give it back to Charleston.
And I want to give a shout out to my mom, Everett. She's at the office right now listening in on us.
Hello, Mom Johnson.
So I had to give her one. I had to do it.
All right, so back to that action here. Charleston's basketball. Nick Harris has it on the left block, working against Green. Steps through off to Cam Johnson. Three-pointer top of the key, too strong off the back iron. The rebound grabbed by Brace. Brace, the freshman, will bring it into the front court himself. Picks up his dribble, and he'll hand it off to TJ Williams, one of the top scorers in the country. And the leading scorer in CAA. Alex Murphy, three-pointer right in front of the Charleston bench. And Murphy's gotten off to a quick start, and he has 6 points. And we're tied at 9 with 14:15 left to play here in the first half. Cam Johnson on the left wing. He'll dump it down to Nick Harris. Nick out to Cam, over to Marquise. Marquise over to Brantley, jumper from the right baseline, no good. And there'll be a foul on the floor as they're going to say Nick Harris was shoved under the basket as he went for the rebound. And the foul will be called against Bolden Brace. So Grant Riller and Chavez Goodwin will check into the lineup to replace Nick Harris and Cam Johnson. Also substitutions for Northeastern as Jimmy Marshall will check into the lineup. Also Maxine Borsacott, the freshman out of Ontario. So Charleston's basketball, new shot clock. Marquise Pointer fakes the three-pointer, splits the double team, gets into the heat of the defense and lost the ball, stolen. Here comes Northeastern on the run as TJ Williams handed off to his teammate Jimmy Marshall. Marshall picks up his dribble and hands it back up to TJ Williams. Williams, top of the key, over to Sean Osius. His three-pointer is no good as it rattles out. Rebound grabbed by Chavez Goodwin. He'll hand it off to Joe Chile. Chile along the left sideline. He'll swing it over to Marquise. Marquise back over to Chile. Another NBA three-pointer. No good, too strong. Rebound grabbed by Northeastern. TJ Williams has it in the front court along the left sideline. He'll pass it over to his teammate Jimmy Marshall. Marshall has it on the right wing, guarded by Chile. He'll hand it off to his teammate Osius, who lost the ball but able to track it down near the timeline. 15 seconds left on the shot clock as TJ Williams dribbles left, works around the screen for Murphy, gets into the paint, step through, shot up with the left hand, shot is no good. Rebound grabbed by Chavez Goodwin. He'll hand it off to Marquise. Marquise in the front court along the left sideline. Over to Grant Riller. Riller back to Marquise. 12:50 left to play in the first half. We're all tied at 9. Everett German and Danny Johnson courtside here at TD Arena. Chile on the left wing, back over to Marquise. Thought about the three instead, passes it to Jarrell Brantley. Over to Grant Riller, wide open three, good! And Grant Riller knocks down the three from the left corner, and that puts Charleston back on top, 12-9, with 12:25 left to play in the first half. Northeastern basketball. As Murphy has it, top of the key, he'll take one dribble and hand it off to T.J. Williams. Williams will skip it in the corner to Osius. Osius guarded by Riller. Out to Jimmy Marshall. Marshall on the right wing. He'll throw it back over to Osius. Three-pointer with the left hand and no good. Rebound grabbed by Chavez Goodwin. Goodwin now with 3 rebounds. Joe Chile over to Brantley. Brantley along the right baseline, trying to back it down. Nothing there, so he'll throw it out to Marquise. Marquise will reset the offense. He'll pass over to Joe Chile. Chile will dribble left towards the sideline, exchange with Marquise. Marquise now has it on the right wing. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Joe gets into the middle of the paint. Over to Chavez Goodwin. He'll go up and he slams it home with 2 hands, and he's fouled. Charleston able to pass through the zone, and the freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina, Chavez Goodwin with the 2-hand flush and the finish. And welcome back to the Charleston Sports Network. Charleston leading Northeastern 14-9, 11:43 left to play in the first half. It's pink night here at TD Arena, Danny, and obviously we know pink associated with that deadly disease, breast cancer. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, obviously in October, but never a time not to recognize the struggles and just how deadly that disease is.
Yeah, it's something that affects almost every family. If it's not directly linked to you, then indirectly you know somebody involved. So it just lets you know how widespread a problem it is and how we fight it.
So Chavez Goodwin able to knock down the free throw. It's now 15-9. Charleston with a 6-point advantage. Charleston picking up a little full court pressure. As Northeastern has it in the front court. Begley picks up his dribble. Has it middle of the floor, dribbling right towards the sideline. Pressured by Riller. He'll throw it out to his teammate Brace. Brace guarded by Jalen McManus, the freshman out of Charlotte, North Carolina, seeing his first action tonight. To T.J. Williams, all the way to the basket. He slams it home with one hand. T.J. Williams with the sneaky hops and the finish with authority at the basket. It's 15-11. Charleston, Danny, and I don't think anyone saw that coming.
No, I mean, he averaged 21, but we didn't know he had that in this game.
Yeah. So strong finish by the lead scorer in the CAA.
Yeah. Big time finish.
10:55 left, clock running in the first half. Jim McManus over to Marquise, back to Jalen. He'll fire a three-pointer. No good, too strong. Rebound grabbed by Northeastern. The aforementioned T.J. Williams, he'll bring it into the front court. And swing it over to his teammate Davon Begley. He'll drive all the way to the basket, and then he'll throw it up to T.J. Williams. Williams picked up by Pointer. He'll drive right, and we'll have a moving screen. Yes. The moving screen will be called against Anthony Green, the 6'10" sophomore from Quincy, Massachusetts. So the turnover will give it back to Charleston as Joe Chile and Evan Bailey will check into the lineup along with Nick Harris. So Evan Bailey seeing his first action tonight. Evan, the 6'6" academic All-American, junior out of Canton, Ohio. He's a zone buster, so let's see if Charleston can find him in the zone. As Chile has it, over to Grant Riller. Riller back over to Chile. He'll drive into the gaps, gets into the paint, comes to jump stop, shot up, shot blocked. The rebound will fall into the hands of Northeastern as T.J. Williams has it along the left side in front of the Charleston bench. Hesitation dribble, cut off as he tries to drive baseline, and he'll determined to go baseline. He'll bounce pass it over to his teammate Anthony Green. He'll slam it home with 2 hands. Charleston lead down to 2, 15-13. 9:55 left to play in the first half. Great pass from T.J. Williams to Anthony Green.
Yeah, he's showing a little bit of all of his offensive repertoire. Not only his score, he's a great setup man as well.
Oh my, Grant Riller with the drive. Grant Riller with the drive again against that zone. And Charleston, lately, Danny, not selling for jump shots, but trying to make it a concentrated effort to get to the rim.
And that's why they've had success.
T.J. Williams got into the paint, but no shot there, so he threw it out to his teammate Devon Begley instead. So Begley now along the right sideline, out to Anthony Green. 10 seconds left, coming up on the shot clock. Begley, he'll lob it up for Green. Alley-oop, no good, but he gets his own offensive rebound, puts his shot up, but he's fouled. Wasn't able to complete the play, so instead Anthony Green will go to the free throw line. The foul called against Evan Bailey, and that's his first. So Anthony Green, just a 42% free throw shooter, 10 for 24 on the season. First free throw is up, and it hits the back iron and then falls off. Cam Johnson will check into the lineup for Charleston, replacing Jalen McManus. Alex Murphy onto the floor for Northeastern. Anthony Green averaging assists a game. Just a lot for a big man as he connects on the second. So 17-14, Charleston on top. 9:15 left to play in the first half. It's Joe Cheely directing traffic on the floor. Over to Grant Riller. Riller again getting into the teeth of that defense. Jumper from just outside the left elbow is no good, too strong. Anthony Green with the rebound. They pass over to TJ Williams along the right sideline. TJ in the front court. Behind the back dribble, gets into the paint. Pass is stolen as he tried to throw it to Baker. Joe Cheely with the steal. Cheely all the way in the front court. Layup is blocked. Cheely thought he was fouled, but they're going to say no. It's a clean block by Brace. He blocked it out of bounds. Danny, so it'll be Charleston's basketball.
Yeah, it was a great play by Cheely. He broke on the pass lane, got to the rim. Just great play by Brace right there, getting back.
Transition defense, as we've seen in the CAA, is so important.
Yeah, you don't want to give up those easies. He did a good job without fouling, too.
So Charleston inbounds the basketball. Northeastern still in that 2-3 zone. Bailey in the middle of that zone. He'll dump it off to Nick Harris. Nick's up shot, no good. Gets the own offensive rebound. Tried to dunk the putback, but he couldn't complete the play. He's fouled, and so Nick Harris will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And I think that's how he has to finish every time. I think the fact that he tried to dunk the ball is why they call a foul.
Nick Harris will be at the free throw line. I think about Danny, I'm trying to remember. It's probably 3 or 4 years ago. We played at Louisville. Free throw by Nick was good. And Charleston was in a 2-3 zone. And we gave Louisville all types of fit. I'll never make the adjustment that Rick Pitino made. He picked Hancock, who went on to be the Final Four MVP in the middle of that zone. And that just absolutely just broke Charleston down. And ever since then, whenever I see 2-3 zone, I'm like, put your best shooter there at the free throw line. That'll make that defense go away quickly.
And it does work. It does work, especially a guy that can pass out of it as well.
So Nick Harris makes both. Charleston on top, 19-14 with 8:30 left to play. TJ Williams drive down the lane, puts the shot up, shot no good, but he's fouled, and TJ Williams will go to the free throw line now to shoot 2. The foul will be called on Cam Johnson. TJ Williams right now with just 2 points. That was a highlight reel 2-point. Of course, the slam down the lane. Free throw up and free throw good. Again, TJ Williams, the senior guard, averaging 21 points a game, shooting 74% from the free throw line. He's been to the free throw line 196 times this season. Second free throw is no good. Cam Johnson grabs the rebound. Cheely has it in the front court. Over to Grant Riller. Back to Cheely, top of the key. He'll swing it over to Cam Johnson along the left wing. Cheely has it. Bounce pass over to Nick Harris on the right baseline. He'll throw it out to Grant. Over to Cheely. Swings it to Cam Johnson. He'll drive left. Drive the baseline. Then he'll kick it over to Grant Riller. He'll drive the right baseline. He'll put the shot up. The layup is no good. Rebound grabbed by Alex Murphy. And then a foul in the backcourt about 80 feet away from the basket as Cam Johnson tried to reach in on Alex Murphy. That'll be Cam's second foul. So Cam's going to have to sit as Jarrell Brantley will check into the lineup. Another silly foul, Danny. When you're that far away from the basket, you just want to get back and play defense.
Yeah, with 8 minutes to go, he has no choice but to take you out of the game. It's just too far and too much risk to pick up that third foul for Cam.
So Charleston on top, 19-15 with exactly 8 minutes left. Clock running in the first half. TJ Williams over to Brace. Brace will hand it back off to TJ Williams. Williams will drive right. Drives down the lane. Ball went out of bounds and it went off of his knee. So it'll be Charleston's basketball when we come back after this media timeout. 7:49 left to play in the first half. So far, Danny, Charleston shooting 41% from the floor. Northeastern shooting 36%. Huskies 5 for 14 from the floor. Charleston 7 for 17. Joe Cheely with 7 points leading the way for Charleston. Alex Murphy leading the way for Northeastern with 6. So Cougar basketball and the lead. Charleston still working against that zone. It's Riller, Cheely, Evan Bailey, Brantley, and Nick Harris on the floor for Earl Grant. Grant Riller, he'll fire a three-pointer, and it's no good, too strong. Goes over the backboard. And so it'll be Northeastern's basketball.
And right now, Charleston stayed in that comfortable range. They can stay in the 40s percentage-wise, shooting from the field. They're usually in good positions. They hold their opponent to 30 or less.
So Northeastern basketball is TJ Williams. Has it in the front court over to Alex Murphy. Pass over to Brace. Brace on the left wing guarded by Cheely. He'll skip it over the top to Murphy. He's in the right corner. Step back jumper is no good off the back iron. Ball knocked out of bounds. Tried to be saved by Nick Harris, but he could not do it. So we'll give it back to Northeastern as Marquise Pointer will check into the lineup. He'll replace Evan Bailey. Some of the Charleston basketball players sporting pink shoelaces tonight. Obviously, it is pink night here. Support for breast cancer awareness. TJ Williams on the left wing. He'll drive, bounce it over to Brace. Brace fakes the three, then he does shoot the three-pointer, and it's no good. The rebound grabbed by Marquise Pointer. Not sure Brace wanted to shoot that, and then he kind of put it up at the last second. Marquise Pointer over to Joe Chile. Chile back over to Marquise. Marquise will back it away. Plenty of time. 6:45 left, first half. Charleston leading 19-15. Jumper by Brantley is no good from the left elbow. The rebound falls into the hands of Northeastern. TJ Williams has it in the front court. He'll drive all the way to the basket. Reverse layup is good. So TJ Williams slowly but surely starting to warm up, and that cuts the Charleston lead to 2. 19-17, Charleston with the lead and the basketball. 6:25 left to play, first half. Riller over to Pointer. Brantley over to Joe Chile, fakes the three. He'll drive it instead. Ball knocked out of his hand, stolen by Northeastern. TJ Williams on a run out, 2-on-1 over to Brace, and his layup is good, and we are tied at 19 as Bolden Brace finishes the 2-on-1 fast break by Northeastern.
And you feel the crowd trying to get the Cougars back into it. They feel a little bit of a low offensively, trying to get them excited.
Charleston has missed their last 6 field goals from the floor. Brantley, step back jumper from the free throw line, no good. Badly missed off to the right. Rebound falls into the hands of Alex Murphy. Murphy, he'll bring it into the front court himself. Over to Begley. Begley will drive right. Over the basket, shot up, shot no good. Rebound grabbed by Nick Harris. Over to Joe Chile. Chile all the way through the lane, and he'll pass it off to Jarrell Brantley. He'll slam it home with 2 hands, and a nice dish from Joe Chile, the captain, over to Jarrell Brantley, and Charleston back on top, 21-19. Near steal by Grant Riller, but instead a foul, as he definitely got too much of Bolden Brace's arm, and that'll be the 5th team foul against Charleston. Northeastern, they've been whistled for 4 fouls. As Devon Begley will check out of the lineup. Sean Osius will check back in for Northeastern, who has the basketball. Murphy has it on the right wing. He'll pass over to TJ Williams. He'll drive the right baseline, cut off by Pointer, so he'll reverse it. Williams still has it, drives right baseline. He'll swing it over to Osius. Osius will pass it to Brace. Brace back over to TJ Williams. His jumper just inside three-point line is no good. Too strong. Rebound grab by Jarrell Brantley. He'll hand it off to Marquise Pointer. Pointer will bring it into the front court. He'll get into the paint and he'll back it out. He'll pass it over to Jarrell Brantley, back to Marquise. 4:40 left to play in the first half. Charleston 21, Northeastern 19. Pointer directing traffic back over to Chile. Chile on the right wing, back to Marquise. 10 seconds left to shoot. Marquise over to Joe Chile. 3-pointer from the right wing, fouled, and it's good! As Sean Osius fouls the captain, Joe Chile, on the 3-pointer. And the captain able to knock down the trifecta, and he'll have an opportunity, Danny Johnson, for a 4-point play.
And that's 2 plays in a row by Chile. Him recognizing the low, driving the paint, giving it to JB for a dunk, and now an opportunity to get a 4-point play, which he completes.
Chile now with 11 points as he connects on the free throw, and Charleston on top by 6. 25-19 with 4:20 left to play here in the first half. Osius has it on the left wing. He'll drive to the top of the key and pass over to TJ Williams. Williams works on the screen. Williams gets into the paint, comes to the jump stop. He'll throw it out to Brace. Brace on the left wing, 10 seconds left to shoot. He'll back it away. He'll work on that screen, picks up his dribble. He'll throw it to TJ Williams right in front of the Charleston bench. 5 seconds on the shot clock. TJ Williams going one-on-one against Pointer. Walk, yep, good call by the officials as TJ Williams lost his footing, walked, and we'll have our final media timeout. And welcome back, everyone, to the Charleston Sports Network. Charleston leading Northeastern 25-19. 3:59 left to play in the first half. I'll tell you coming up at the half, we'll take a look around the CAA in terms of the current standings, give you an update on the scores. Also take a look at our first half stats here from TD Arena. It's Charleston with the basketball as Marquise Pointer will bring it into the front court. Over to Joe Chile. Chile back over to Pointer. Pointer Over to Joe Cheely. He'll dump it down to Brantley along the right baseline. Brantley fired out to Joe Cheely. NBA three-pointer, no good. This time off to the left. Ball tipped out by Nick Harris, and then ran down by Marquise Pointer. New shot clock. Grant Miller has it deep in the left corner. He'll pass it out to Cheely, over to Marquise. Northeastern still in that 2-3 zone. Marquise. Over to Brantley, three-pointer, good! Jarrell Brantley knocks down the three-pointer from the right wing. And that extends the Charleston lead, 28-19, and then a turnover, an unforced turnover in the backcourt. So it'll be Charleston's basketball right now, Danny. A little bit of a run by Charleston as Charleston on a 9-0 run over the last 2-13.
Yeah, Cheely was responsible really for 6, and anytime Brantley can step away from that high post area, hit threes, it's going to be a long night for any zone.
So Brantley will hand it off to Pointer. Over to Cheely, back to Pointer. Over to Grant Riller along the left baseline. Out to Marquise. He shoots an NBA three-pointer, and it's no good. Rebound tapped out again by Nick Harris, right into the hands of Jarrell Brantley. So Nick Harris not able to grab the rebounds, but he's tipping it out to teammates, and that gives Charleston a new shot clock. Nick has it on the left block. He's double-teamed. He'll throw it out to Grant Riller. Grant with the drive into the paint. Over to Joe Cheely. Cheely back out to Grant Riller. Fakes the three, drives it to the lane. Shot with the left hand. The layup is good, and Grant Riller with another acrobatic layup and the finish with the left hand. Oh my, what can we say about the freshman? And then we'll have a foul here on the floor, and it's going to go against Joe Cheely. He tried to fight over that screen. And Danny B say it seems like every game the freshman, Grant Riller, just seems to come up with the move that we hadn't seen before.
Yeah, he's just slinky, wiry, quick, and he kind of just, the word is what, slinks through the defense? I don't even know what the word is. He kind of just, he gets through these cracks that nobody else can get through, and he finishes around the rim.
He just gets it done. So three-pointer from Brace. It's no good. Rebound grabbed by Charleston. So Nick Harris now with 7 rebounds here in the first half. Marquise over to Grant Riller down the lane. Shot up with the right hand this time. It's no good again, but this time a charging foul is great defense. I believe that was Brace. No, it was Alex Murphy who stepped in and took the charge. So Grant Riller will have to sit down for the last 2:21 of the second half. That's his second foul. And no, actually, Evan Bailey's going to check in for Nick Harris. Good call that time by the officials.
Yeah, and he had complained the last time about not getting a call on the other one. The refs were kind of keeping an eye on him anyway. And anytime you do that, you bring attention to yourself, so they'll call it on you next time.
So the turnover will give it back to Northeastern. And the Huskies trailing 30-19 with 2:13 left to play. So Alex Murphy has it above the left elbow, guarded by Brantley. Backdoor by T.J. Williams. Cut off, so he'll throw it back out to Alex Murphy. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound grabbed by Grant Riller. Quickly ahead to Marquise Pointer. He'll dump it down to Brantley. Brantley on the block. Turn, spin, shot up with the right hand, and it's good. Jarrell Brantley with the finish right at the rim. And Charleston starting to pull away as they lead 32-19 with 1:45 left to play here in the first half. Charleston on a 13-0 run over the last 3:41 of the first half. So Brace has it. He'll use his left hand to dribble to the middle of the floor. Over to Begley. Begley picked up by Evan. He picks up his dribble. He'll dump it down to Murphy. Murphy on the left block. Shot up. Shot is good as he finishes over Evan Bailey. That will stop the 13-0 run by Charleston. Cougars, however, still on top by 11, 32-21. Clock with 1:10 left and running. Marquise Pointer over to Grant Riller. Back to Marquise. Marquise over to Jalen McManus. He'll fire the three-pointer, and it's no good as it rims out from the right corner. The rebound will fall into the hands of Alex Murphy. Over to T.J. Williams. Williams. Passed over to Jimmy Marshall. His pass was stolen as he tried to get it to Alex Murphy. Grant Riller with the reverse layup, and it's good, and he's fouled. Charleston on the fast break. The finish by Grant Riller in the front court. The reverse layup. And Grant Riller with an opportunity for a three-point play. What a pass from Jarrell Brantley over to Grant Riller.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We're seeing how good this team can be in transition offensively when they struggle. When they get on the break, they have so many ball handlers and athletes. It's a joy to watch them in transition. Charleston really improved in that area this year.
So Grant Riller 1 point away from being in double figures, as he does indeed have his 10th point. Charleston on top now, 35-21 with 51 seconds left as Grant will check out of the lineup. And Terrence O'Donohue, the senior out of Georgia, he'll finish off the first half. So TJ Williams will walk him into the front court. Williams, bounce pass. Double dribble, yeah, good call. I believe Maxime Borsaclock forgot that he'd taken that initial dribble, picked it up and took another dribble, and you can't do that, Danny, so the turnover.
I think that's a violation.
Yeah, Northeastern with 9 turnovers here in the first half. Charleston 35, Northeastern 21. 10-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Game clock showing 27 seconds. Marquise skips it over to Jarrell Brantley on the right baseline. Works his way into the paint. He'll throw it out to Marquise. Marquise drives the floater up, and it's good! Marquise Pointer with the floater. And Charleston now on top by 16 points, 37-21 with 10 seconds left. And Northeastern can hold for the final shot if they want to. TJ Williams, top of the screen. He'll fire the three-pointer, and it's no good. Rebound grab by Jarrell Brantley. 1 second left, and he'll throw it over to Evan Bailey, and the shot does not get off. And what a first half by Charleston. Cougars close the half on an 18. And welcome back, everyone, to TD Arena. Second half just about to get underway. Charleston with a 37-21 lead. Charleston again in that first half, paced by Joe Cheely's 11 points. Grant Riller with 10. Northeastern were led scoring by Alex Murphy, who scored 8 points in the first half. Grace and Williams both had 5, and Green had 3. Also scoring for Charleston, Brantley with 9 points and 4 rebounds. Harris with 2 points and 7 rebounds. Goodwin with 3, and Pointer with 2. So back to action. Charleston has the basketball. Cougars now moving right to left. Joe Cheely has it on the right wing. He'll bounce it over to Brantley. Brantley back to Cheely. He'll swing it over to Riller. Over to Cam Johnson. He'll dump it down to Nick Harris on the left block. Takes one dribble, picks it up. He'll skip it over to Grant Riller. He'll drive the right baseline, but not before stepping out of bounds. As Grant Riller was fouled hard at the rim, but the traveling before that negated the play. Grant kind of knocked to the ground. Able to get up without any assistance, so the turnover will give it back to Northeastern. Northeastern trying to cut into this 16-point deficit as Charleston leading 37-31. Grace has it over to Green, over to Alex Murphy. He'll swing it over to Begley. Begley calls for the screen, gets the screen from Alex Murphy, dribbles left, middle of the floor, drives down the left lane. Reverse the layup is good with the left hand. So Devon Begley with the acrobatic left hand layup. It's now 37-23. Charleston still on top. 19:05 left to play. Joe Cheely has it on the left wing. He'll pass it over to Grant Riller. Riller will dump it down to Brantley. Brantley in the paint. He'll lob it up for Nick Harris. Nick had difficulties catching the ball, and a turnover as the ball taken away from him. Steal will go into the hands of Northeastern as TJ Williams has it. He'll fire it over to Begley. His three-pointer is good. Northeastern out the gate. 5-0 run. It's Charleston 37, Northeastern 26. As Joe Cheely will bring it into the front court. Over to Cam, back to Cheely. Cheely has it top of the key. Back over to Grant Riller. Riller back to Cheely. Cheely top of the key. Back over to Grant. NBA three-pointer. Good. Grant Riller with his 13th point of the night. He puts Charleston back on top by 14, 40-26. 18-15 left to play. TJ Williams over to Begley. Begley has it. Over to Williams. Williams drives. He'll kick it over to Brace. His three-pointer from the corner is no good, but Green gets the offensive rebound. He'll throw it out to Begley. He'll drive down the lane. Shot up with the left hand in the paint. It's no good. Rebound grabbed by Joe Cheely. He'll speed into the front court. Bounce pass over to Brantley. Brantley reverse layup. Shot's no good, but he's fouled. The foul will go against Brace, and that will send the sophomore, Jarrell Brantley, to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And you know what feels differently about this? Northeastern jumped out, made a little run, and this is some Charleston has struggled with. But tonight they've shown to break the run. You know, Grant Riller hits a 3. Joe Cheely makes a drive. JB makes a move on the baseline.
JB calmly sinks the first.
And it really helps them offensively when this year that's been the struggle for them. And it just seems like this game, they seem to have the answer when they need it.
So Jarrell now in double figures as well, as he misses the second off the back iron. Rebound grab by Alex Murphy. So Charleston now with 3 guys in double figures. Riller with 13, Chile with 11, Brantley with 10 so far. So Charleston 41, Northeastern 26, 17:40 left to play. As Begley has it, he'll pass it over to Green. Green back to Begley. He'll fire up a three-pointer top of the key. Too strong. Rebound grabbed by Joe Chile. Joe Chile will bring it into the front court himself. Pass over to Brantley. He'll fire up a three-pointer, and it's no good as it rims out. Looked like it was going to fall, and at the last second decided to come out. TJ Williams drives down the lane. Shot up with the right hand. It's no good. Gets his own offensive rebound and a putback. Check that. Rebound by Green. So Anthony Green with the putback dunk. And that will give Northeastern their 28th point of the evening. Charleston on top, 41-28. 17 minutes left to play. This Pointer has it top of the key over to Chile. Chile back to Pointer. He'll swing it over to Cam. Cam over to Brantley. Brantley in the middle of the zone. Ball stolen. Turnover. Northeastern with the basketball. TJ Williams in the front court. He'll leave it off for Alex Murphy. He'll drive down the lane. Puts a shot up. Shot no good. Gets his own offense rebound. And his tip in is good. And it's 41-30. Earl Grant's going to call a timeout as he's not pleased with his team's effort thus far.
No, I think he's going to play it out.
Let it play through. We'll have a media timeout coming up here shortly. 16:25 left on the clock. Charleston leading 41-30. Pointer has it. Over to Joe Chile. Takes a three-pointer, drives instead. Then he'll pass out to Cam Johnson. He'll drive. He gets into the paint. Puts a shot up. Shot no good. Left it short. Rebound grabbed by Begley. Begley along the left sideline. Picked up by Cam Johnson. Calls for the screen. Gets the screen from Alex Murphy. We'll throw it over to TJ Williams. He's picked up by Pointer. TJ Williams. He'll skip it over the top to Begley. Over to Brace. Three-pointer from the left corner. No good. Rims out. Anthony Green with offensive rebound. His putback is no good, but he's fouled by Nick Harris. And when we come back from our first media timeout of the second half, he'll be at the free throw line shooting 2. So 15:51 left to play here. And Charleston leads 41-30. You're listening to Cougar Basketball on the Charleston Sports Network. The lead 41-30. Anthony Green will be at the free throw line shooting 2 as he was fouled on the last attempt. Of course, if it's Thursday night, that means all of our CAA teams in action tonight. We'll get you update on scores from around the conference. Free throw by Anthony Green is no good as it falls off the iron. Green on the night with 5 points and 5 rebounds. So the second free throw coming up for Anthony Green. And this one falls in after hitting the back iron and falling through. Charleston on another one of those scoring droughts. They've not scored a point over the last 2:20. So Charleston with the lead, 41-31, 15:40 left to play. Johnson over to Pointer. Pointer over to Chile, back to Marquise. Marquise will dribble left. Now works on that screen over to Joe Chile. Chile has on the right wing, gets into the paint. Shot up, the floater is good. And Joe Chile knocks down the floater. Charleston back on top by 12, 43-31. With 15:20 left to play.
And again, it's Joe Chile being the one to step up to break that momentum, break that run.
So Brace has it. He drives on the lane, puts a shot up, kiss off the glass, and it's good. Brace gets his 7th point of the evening. That cuts the Charleston lead back to 10, 43-33 with 14:55 left to play. Chevy Gillen has it on the baseline. They'll skip it over to Joe Chile. Three-pointer, it's no good, but he's fouled again. So for the second time tonight, Joe Chile fouled on a three-point attempt. And that will send the captain to the free throw line to shoot 3.
Yeah, I don't know how many times. You know, you do that one time in the game and coaches all over you, but the same guy twice, who's a shooter, is kind of unusual to see that in the same game.
So Joe Chile looking for point 14, which he does have. Chile now the leading scorer for Charleston and a game high, 14 points. Has 2 additional free throws coming up. Second one is good. Joe Chile averaging 16 points a game, as you can see right now, with 15 points on the night. Chile out of Orlando calmly sinks all three. So Charleston on top, 46-33 with 14:53 left to play as Brace has it in the front court. 2-on-1. Brace passes over to Green. Green shot up. It's good, and he is fouled. So that time Northeastern able to execute the 2-on-1 fast break to perfection. Anthony Green able to finish the play, pick up the foul, and you see it here, a great pass from Brace over to Anthony Green.
Yeah, that's not normally what he does. He's normally a three-point shooter, but out of the break, Northeastern's hustling around, getting the spots, trying to stay in this one.
So Green misses the free throw again. Green struggling from the free throw line, right? Just 2 of 5. So Charleston still on top by 11, 46-35 with 14:40 left to play. Marquise Pointer has it, working against a 2-3 zone. He'll dribble left. Marquise comes to the jump stop. He'll throw it out to Brantley. Brantley top of the key. He'll swing it over to Cam. Over in the corner to Marquise. Three-pointer. No good as it rims out. Went around the Rosie 2 or 3 times and finally fell off. Begley has it. Left-hand dribble. He'll throw back over to Brace. He fakes the three. He'll step in. He'll pass over to Begley. His three-pointer top of the key is good. Davon Begley knocks down the three-pointer. And believe it or not, Danny, Northeastern back in the game. They're only trailing by 8, 46-38. They've outscored Charleston 17-9 here in the second half.
Yeah, they've come out strong.
So Brantley has it, turnaround jumper in the paint, no good, too strong off the back iron. Green grabs the rebound. Charleston did not have one guy go for an offensive rebound. So TJ Williams has it in the corner. Alex Murphy, three-pointer, good, right in front of his bench. And the lead is now down to 5, 46-41. Charleston still with the lead and the basketball, 13:35 left to play. Marquise has it. He'll pass over to Joe Chile. Chile will dump it down, and turnovers. He tried to feed it to, actually that was Marquise. But they're going to say the ball was tipped, actually, so it'll stay Charleston's basketball. It's Northeastern on an 8-0 run over the last 102 as Jarrell Brantley will have a seat, and Evan Bailey will check into the lineup for Charleston.
And Charleston has to find a way to regroup. We've learned anything, even in the Super Bowl. Game's not over in the first half. You got to play both sides.
We've seen it where Charleston's trailed in the first half and came back with a big performance in the second. Evan Bailey, bounce pass over to Chavez Goodwin. He'll gather himself. He'll go up for the dunk, and he misses the dunk, and the rebound's going to be grabbed by Marquise Pointer. So Chavez had a dunk and just didn't jump high enough and missed it, but fortunately for Charleston, they get the offensive rebound and a new shot clock. Joe Chile, three-pointer, good. No good off the front iron. Rebound falls into the hands of Northeastern. Here come the Huskies. Brace, he'll throw it over to Begley. Three-pointer from the corner, good! And Davon Begley cuts the Charleston lead to 2, 46-44. And Coach Grant's going to let them play through it. Northeastern on an 11-0 run over the last 150. Joe Chile has it on the right wing over to Marquise. Marquise calls for the screen. He'll get the screen from Chavez. He gets it to the paint. He'll throw it over to Evan Bailey. Back over to Joe Chile. Over to Cam Johnson. He'll fire and shoot the three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound grabbed by Green, and here comes Northeastern. Bailey has it along the left sideline, picked up by Chile. Picks up his dribble. He'll throw it over to T.J. Williams. Williams with 5 points thus far. He'll drive down the lane, puts a shot up. Shot no good, but a foul. Looked like Evan Bailey was just standing there with his hands straight up in the air. The foul's going to go against Evan. And that will send T.J. Williams and Danny. T.J. Williams here with an opportunity to tie the game.
And they did that in 7.5 minutes. Just over 7.5 minutes.
Put it this way, Northeastern scored 21 points in the first half. They've already scored 23 in the second half, and we've only played 7 minutes, as you just mentioned.
Do you think that sports is a game of momentum and flow, or what?
Northeastern, as T.J. Williams hit the first. So Nick Harris will check into the lineup for the Cougars, along with Grant Riller, Evan Bailey, Joe Chile, and Marquise on the floor for the Cougars. T.J. Williams has tied this ball game at 46 with 12:22 left to play. 25-9, Northeastern has outscored Charleston here in the second half. So Joe Chile has it over to Marquise. Marquise, jumper just inside the three-point line, and it's no good. Rebound ran down by Evan Bailey. Out to Joe Chile. Over to Marquise. They'll swing it to Grant Riller. Three-pointer from the corner. Good! And Riller knocks down the three from the corner in front of his bench. And Charleston on top by 3, 49-46 with 11:45 left to play in regulation.
Big shot by Grant Riller.
So Northeastern has it. Reverse layup, no good by Northeastern. Rebound grabbed by Nick Harris. Off to Joe Chile. Chile will bring it into the front court. Chile down the lane, comes to the jump stop walk. Yep, good call by the official. He definitely slid that pivot foot, and the turnover will give it back to Northeastern when we come back. Point lead, 49-46. 11:35 left to play. Scores from around the CAA right now. Delaware tied at 35 with Elon. Drexel all over William and Mary, 56-40. Towson leads Hofstra 41-39, and UNC Wilmington leads by 17 over James Madison, 49-32. Back to action. Northeastern basketball is Brace. Fakes the three. He'll back it away. 8 seconds up on the shot clock. TJ Williams has it right in front of his bench, working against Joe Chile. He'll pull up jumper from the right elbow. No good as the ball rims out. Nick Harris able to run down the rebound and throw it over to his teammate Joe Chile. Chile ahead to Grant Riller. Riller in the front court, drives the baseline, I think, yeah, and then he'll reverse out, and he'll dump it down to Jarrell Brantley on the right baseline. He's double teamed, splits the double team, he'll throw it up to Joe Chile, he'll swing it over to Evan Bailey. Catch and shoot three-pointer, no good off the right, and the rebound grabbed by TJ Williams. And again, Danny, if Grant Riller goes for the offensive rebound, that's an easy offensive rebound. Alex Murphy puts up the layup, shot no good, ball tapped out and right into the hands of Nick Harris. Nick Harris will throw it over to Joe Chile. He'll walk it into the front court. Charleston with the lead and the basketball. 49-46 with 10:30 left to play. Chile over to Evan Bailey. Evan underneath to Nick Harris. Nick in the paint. Jump hook over the left shoulder. Good. Nick Harris with the soft touch. Puts Charleston back on top by 5. 51-46 with 10:15 left to play. As Bagley has it on the right wing. He'll hand it off to Brace, his teammate. He'll throw it over to TJ Williams. Williams drives right into the paint. Comes to the jump stop. Bounce pass over to Bagley. Three-pointer from the right wing. Good. And now Davon Bagley's starting to warm up. He's got 14 points on the night. Charleston on top by 2. 51-49. 9:50 left to play. It's Evan Bailey, Joe Chile, Jarrell Brantley on the floor. Brantley has it in the paint. Over to Grant Riller. He'll fire up the three-pointer. No good. Too short. Rebound grab by Bagley, and Bagley will bring it up into the front court himself. Along the left sideline, working against Grant Riller, who reverses path. Still has it. He'll throw it up to TJ Williams. Williams behind the back dribble, working against Joe Chile. He'll pass over to Brace. Brace will speed to the top of the key. Picked up by Bailey. And back over to TJ Williams. It's the screen, doesn't use it. He'll throw it over to Bagley. Bagley picked up by Grant Riller. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Bagley behind the back dribble. Step back jumper. Good. Davon Bagley has tied it at 51. Bagley now with 16 points. We're tied at 51. Charleston basketball as Joe Chile has it. He'll pass over to Grant Riller. Almost lost the basketball, and he did. Just an unforced turnover, not a clean catch. Ball goes out of bounds. And so Northeastern with an opportunity to take the lead, as Northeastern has outscored Charleston 30-14 here in the second half. We're tied at 51. Just amazing, Danny, because you think Northeastern scored 21 points in 20 minutes, and they scored 30 points in 12 minutes here in the second half.
Well, I'd let you know about momentum. Things can swing and swing in a hurry. We've seen it in games over and over, even our broadcasts for years and years. Things can turn that quickly.
So Brace has it. Throw it over to Alex Murphy. Three-pointer, good, and Northeastern has the lead. Alex Murphy now with 16 points of his own here. And Northeastern on top by 3. 54-51 with 8:25 left to play. Joe Chile has it. Foul, no call. Then they finally do blow the whistle as TJ Williams bumped Joe Chile from behind. Just the 4th team foul against Northeastern. So will not result in free throws as Evan Bailey will inbound it across from us. And I think back to last year, Danny, Charleston actually trailed by 20 points here in the second half and came back to win. And we're kind of seeing reverse fortune here thus far.
Well, with 8 minutes, we see you can score 25 points. So
Brantley has it. He'll throw it out to Chile. Chile, plenty of time, 20 seconds left. Brantley bounce pass over to Nick Harrison. The ball stolen out of his hands, but unfortunately for Charleston, it went out of bounds. But no, they're going to say it went off of Nick Harris, and so the turnover will give it to Northeastern.
But right now, Charleston just searching for somebody to make a play, to get get back on schedule. They're so off right now. They seem to be tentative, not knowing who to go to right now.
Charleston now with 11 turnovers here tonight. Northeastern with 9. So Northeastern basketball, TJ Williams has it. He'll drive down the lane, puts up the shot in the right hand, no good. But Anthony Green with the offensive rebound. His putback is no good. Gets his offense rebound again, and his layup is good. And right now, Northeastern just putting out more effort than Charleston. They lead by 5, 56-51.
And that's just it. Anytime you get hustle plays, second chance shots, you get more opportunities.
Grant Miller with the step through layup is no good, but he's fouled by Anthony Green. And when we come back from this media timeout, Grant Miller will be at the free throw line to shoot. Charleston maybe too much at the half of their offensive performance, their defensive play. And lo and behold, it's turned around just that fast. We're seeing 180 of what we saw in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game of runs. It always is. And, you know, I knew Northeastern would make a run at some point. With the run Charleston made going up 16, you just thought they'd be able to sustain. But Northeastern come out and really made a lot of good shots and made plays and got this 5-point lead right now.
So Grant Miller at the free throw line. First free throw is good. Grant now with 17 points, a game-high 17. Grant also with 2 rebounds tonight. Second free throw falls off the iron, no good. Charleston now trailing by 4, 56-52 with 7:30 left to play. TJ Williams drives to the basket. So skip over to Brace, over to Bagley. He'll drop down the lane. He went up for a dunk, but Jarrell Brantley with the block, but also the foul as Alex Murphy falls hard to the ground. A clean foul as Jarrell Brantley tried to simply just go up for the block. And Alex Murphy looks like he was going to go up for the finish, and Jarrell Brantley offered to help him up. So just a clean play by Jarrell, just a hard fall by Alex Murphy. Good to see Murphy up and gives Jarrell Brantley a little hand slap. Good sportsmanship there.
Yeah, he knew it was a clean play. He didn't try to get him dirty. Matter of fact, he blocked the shot up top, caught him with a little bit of body. He knew it. No malcontent right there in that play.
So Murphy, who has 16 points on the night of 6 of 10 shooting, also has 7 rebounds. Will go to the free throw line. He's not been to the free throw line tonight. First free throw rattles out, no good. As a team, Northeastern now 5 of 10 from the free throw line. Charleston 10 of 12. Huskies shooting 55% for the game from the field as Murphy calmly sinks the second. So Northeastern with a 5-point lead, 57-52, 7:20 left to play as Marquise Pointer will work against that pressure of Northeastern. Now has it in the front court over to Joe Chile. Chile back to Marquise. Marquise over to Shields. Shields will work around the screen from Brantley, then throw it over to Cam Johnson. Back to Chile, over to Marquise. Back to Chile, NBA three-pointer, no good, too strong, but Brantley gets the offensive rebound. He'll back it away and reset the offense. Clock showing 6:55 now. As Cam Johnson, he'll drive the right baseline. Nothing there, so he'll throw it out to Chile. Chile working top of the key. Pointer fakes the three, drives instead. He'll throw it out to Chile. He'll get into the paint, floater up, and floater good. So Joe Chile making a smart decision not to commit the offensive foul. Able to score on the floater. Charleston trails by 3, 57-54 with 6:30 left to play. Brace has it on the right wing in front of his bench, picked up by Grant Riller. Riller forced the pass over to TJ Williams. Williams drives all the way to the basket, puts a shot up, and he's fouled again by Jarrell Brantley. And Brantley now with just his second foul. That will again send TJ Williams to the free throw line.
So TJ Williams hasn't necessarily had a good game tonight, but he's got the most freedom I've ever seen of any player. He seems to be able to do whatever he wants to do at the court anytime.
So TJ Williams free throw up and in. Shout out to the women's basketball team. They play Hofstra on tomorrow. They actually had to leave yesterday, Danny, because they were afraid of the pending weather. So shout out to Coach Candace M. Jackson, who just sent me a text along with Amanda Taylor, the trainer, listening there in Hofstra. Free throw is good by TJ Williams. Northeastern now back on top by 5, 59-54 with 6:15 left to play in regulation. Marquise has it over to Joe Chile. Chile Pass back over to Marquise on the left wing. Still working against that 2-3 zone. Chile gets into the gaps. Over to Marquise. Three-pointer. That's off to the right. You can tell as soon as it left his hand, and Alex Murphy grabs the rebound. He'll throw it over to Davon Begley. He'll bring it into the front court. He'll work against Grant Riller. He'll dribble left with the left hand. Gets into the paint. Pass around to Anthony Green. Wide open dunk. Two-hand dunk is good. Northeastern has scored 38 points here in the second half. They lead by 7, 61-54. And we're going to have a timeout. Earl Grant's going to take a timeout. So it's a 30-second timeout that turns into a full timeout. So we'll keep it right here, Danny. 5:39 left on the clock. Northeastern 61, Charleston 54. Again, getting back to the ladies. Ladies had a big week last week, Danny. They won on Friday as well as Sunday. Hopefully they can continue that win streak as I quickly, Danny, pull up the schedule for the ladies. And I know they're playing Hofstra on tomorrow. We'll just have to see what the ladies, I tell you, Danny, I don't know if you've been to any ladies games, but Brianna Bolden, player of the week this week. You talk about a young lady that can flat out get buckets as well as probably definitely leads the country, or the conference, I should say, in steals. Just an all-around player. She was the CAA Player of the Week for her performance this past week. The senior, who's a public health major. Helped the ladies go 2-0 with wins over Drexel on Friday and Towson on Saturday. She averaged 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. She was a perfect 14 for 14 from the charity stripe. She's actually top 10 in the nation in steals. So yeah, Brianna Bolden just getting it done. So you take a look at their schedule. The ladies right now 8-14 overall, but 5-6 in the conference. As I mentioned, they'll be at Hofstra on tomorrow. Tip-off will be at 7 p.m. And then on Sunday, they'll be at Northeastern up in Boston. So good luck to the ladies as they try to extend that winning streak. So back to action. Charleston basketball as Grant Riller has it. He'll work around the screen. He'll pull up jumper. Good. Just inside the left elbow. Charleston now down by 5. 61-56. 5:20 left to play. Charleston's going to have to come up with some defensive stops. As TJ Williams have it in the front court. He'll dribble left with the left hand and throw it back to Brace. Brace on the left right wing. Back over to TJ Williams. Williams has it. He's back over to Brace. Brace hounded by Grant Riller. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Alex Murphy has it. He'll hand it off to TJ Williams near the timeline. TJ drives right, gets into the paint, shot up off the glass, and it's good. With 4 seconds left on the shot clock, and TJ Williams showing why he leads the CAA in scoring as he extends that Northeastern lead back to 7, 63-56. 4:45 left to play. Grant Riller back over to Joe Chile. Chile over to Cam Johnson. Back to Chile, back to Riller. Riller has it. He'll throw back out to Joe. Joe dumps it down to Brantley. Brantley working against Murphy. Gets into the paint. Shot up. And shot no good. Rebound grab by Jarrell. His putback is good. And Jarrell Brantley now with 12 points and 5 rebounds. And Charleston's going to have to come up with a defensive stop as they trail 63-58 with 4:20 left to play. Charleston in the man-to-man defense. TJ Williams over to Brace. Brace works around that screen from Anthony Green. Then he'll hand it back off to TJ Williams, who's guarded by Cam Johnson. Middle to 4, he'll pass it over to Begley. Begley's had a big second half here as he dribbles left. Goes down the lane, alley-oop to Anthony Green. The layup is good. And for the last 3 games, Charleston has had difficulties guarding the pick and roll. And the easy 2 puts Northeastern back on top by 7, 65-58. 3:50 left to play. Chile will dump it down to Brantley. Over to Chile. He'll fire an NBA three-pointer. Good! As the captain out of Orlando, Florida, Joe Chile knocks down the three-pointer. 65-61. Northeastern on top. With the basketballs, they'll sprint into the front court. Brace, shaky handles. He hands it off to TJ Williams, guarded by Cam. Here comes the pick and roll again. They'll dribble left, gets into the paint, cut off by Cam. He'll throw it over to Murphy. Murphy fakes the 3, drives into the paint himself. Shot up with the left hand, and it's good. Alex Murphy with the driving left hand layup. 67-61. Northeastern on top. 3:10 left to play. Riller has it on the left wing. He'll throw it over to Chile. Still working against that 2-3 zone. Grant has it. Works around the double team, gets into the paint. He'll pass out to Joe Chile. Fouled on the three-pointer attempt, and it's no good. And for the third time tonight, Joe Chile fouled on a three-point attempt. We'll have our final media timeout, and when we come back, the captain, Joe Chile, will be playing. You know, Danny, you and I talk about it often, how to play. It's a different mentality now. For so long, we've been trying to catch the teams in the CAA. Now you are the top team, and you have to learn how to be able to play not only with a lead, but when you're being hunted, you got to play 40 minutes of basketball. And that's not what we've seen thus far from Charleston.
Yeah, this is a new experience for this Charleston team. You're right, they're not used to winning. They found some success this year, threatening to win their 20th game, but the thing that comes with that is everybody's going to give you your best shot. It's not like they've been winning games by 20. They all have been close. So every possession and everything they do is just that much more important. Every play is important for this Charleston team.
So Joe Chile, who has 21 points thus far, will be at the free throw line shooting 3. First free throw is good. Joe's got 22 points. Willer has 19. Brantley has 12. For Northeastern, Murphy has 19. Bagley has 16. And Green, who's only averaging 3 points a game, now has 14 on the night. So Joe hits the second free throw. He hits all 3. 67-64. Can Charleston come up with the defensive stop necessarily to try and pull off this win? As you hear the crowd, and a near turnover in the backcourt. But no, it'll be Northeastern's basketball. And actually, the officials are going to get together. Let's see if they overturn this. The officials are talking, and they're going to say off of Northeastern. And yes, Charleston's basketball.
And Grant Riller has found what he could do. He's picked up Bolden Brace full court. He has a shaky handle. Grant Riller's exposing it.
So Joe Chile with the basketball. Northeastern still in their 2-3 zone. Chile has it over to Grant. Grant gets into the paint. Euro step, but they're going to call a travel instead. I thought that was a Euro step, Danny. Your thoughts?
I thought it was a clean move. You see it every day in college basketball now. Surprised.
So the turnover is Charleston's 12th of the night. That would give it back to Northeastern. 2:45 left to play. Northeastern 67, Charleston 64. TJ Williams has it in the front court, being guarded by Cam Johnson. He'll go under the screen. He'll throw it over to Alex Murphy right in front of his bench. He'll drive the right baseline. He'll pass it stolen, nearly stolen, I should say, by Joe Chile as the ball goes out of bounds. Joe almost came up with the necessary steal to give it back to Charleston, but couldn't quite corral the basketball, so they'll go over to Northeastern. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. 2:32 on the game clock. And Northeastern with the lead, 67-64. We're going to have a foul away. No, they're going to say Alex Murphy stepped out of bounds. They passed it back to Alex Murphy. He stepped out of bounds, so the turnover will give it back to Charleston. Let's see what the Cougars can do as they trail by 3. Clock showing 2:25 left to play. Joe Chile jogs it into the front court. Over to Grant Willer, back to Chile. Earl Grant right in front of me, directing traffic. Joe has it, over to Grant. Grant back to Joe, top of the key, works around that screen. Joe still has it. Joe drives, right baseline, shot up, shot is good! Joe Chile with the kiss off the glass, and Charleston now down by 1. 67-66, 2 minutes left. TJ Williams was bringing it to the front court. He'll call a timeout. The captain, Joe Chile, 26 points. The Orlando duo getting it done again. Chile with 26, Riller with 19. Charleston down by 1, 67-66. Charleston with 2 timeouts left. Northeastern also with 2 timeouts left. Charleston's only committed 5 fouls. I got to tell you, Danny, and here right now is the white towel giveaway. And when you hear this song, you see white towels going like this. I kind of feel like I'm at Williams-Brice Stadium.
You would, though. But you would. You would.
Thank you for DJ Natty Heavy for changing the music.
Oh, my goodness.
To, you know, something more appropriate than Sandstorm.
Just couldn't take it, Hood.
I wish I had the ability to be in charge of the music, but right now, Charleston got to come up with a way to come up with a defensive stop. So it'll be Northeastern's basketball as Brace will inbound it right in front of his bench, and he'll get it into Bagley. He'll throw it out to Anthony Green. He'll hand it off to Bagley. Bagley almost lost the ball. Throw it over to Alex Murphy, shot up in the paint, shot no good. Anthony Green, his offensive rebound is no good. Puts the shot up and it's no good, but he's fouled. And so Green, who's been a monster on the glass tonight, will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And that's what they're doing. They've been able to benefit from just loose balls and winning the 50-50s.
But Green has struggled from the free throw line tonight. Just 2 of 5 from the charity stripe. 14 points and now 10 rebounds. So a double-double tonight for Anthony Green. He has been a monster on the glass. Free throw up and free throw, banks it in. Who knew the bank was open this late?
That's when the big fella goes, I'll take it. No matter what, I'll take it.
Well, this means this one's going to be short because he's going to try to take some off
big
of it.
time.
So he'll hit the front of the iron on this one.
Maybe an air ball.
Green, shot up, and no good. Hit off the front of the iron. Rebound grab by Jarrell Brantley. So Charleston trailing by 2, 68-66. 1:35 left to play. Grant Riller over to Joe Chile. Chile over to Cam Johnson. Gets it to Brantley. Brantley in the middle of that zone. Gets into the paint. Spin, turn, shot up off the glass, and it's good! J.B. Jarrell Brantley with his 14th point of the night, and we're tied at 68 with 1:20 left to play. T.J. Williams working against Cam Johnson. He'll bring it into the front court. Crowd on their feet. Along the left sideline, works on that screen. He'll throw it over to Bagley. Bagley above the three-point line on the right wing. He'll throw it over to Brace. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound grabbed by Joe Chile. Then he's fouled in the backcourt by Alex Murphy. Now that's just that's the 17th foul, and that's a 1-and-1. So the captain and not arguably, the best free throw shooter on the team, Joe Chile, will go to the free throw line. Chile 7 for 7 from the charity stripe tonight. Joe with 26 points.
And he did a good job of selling that foul as well. He got the offensive rebound, and I'm not sure if he really got touched in that one, but he definitely made it look like it.
Chile's free throw, of course, is good. Charleston on top, 69-68. Clock is showing 1:06 left to play in regulation. I don't want to jinx myself by saying the game, so we'll just say regulation. Second free throw coming up for the captain, and it's good. Joe Chile now with 28 points, but more importantly, Charleston with a 2-point lead, 70-68. T.J. Williams working against Cam Johnson. He's got it in the front court, middle of the floor of the logo, near the timeline. Clock under 1 minute played. Alex Murphy over to Green. He'll swing it over to Bagley. Bagley over to T.J. Williams. Williams with the left hand. He'll throw it over to Brace. 10 seconds left. Brace. He'll throw it out to T.J. Williams. He'll stop. Pop. Three-pointer. Good! As T.J. Williams knocks down the three-pointer. And there'll be a timeout called by Northeastern, a 30-second timeout. Big shot by T.J. Williams, who now has 14 points on the evening. All right, Danny Johnson, 40.7 seconds left. Charleston trailing 71-70. With your Earl Grant and your Envy Huddle, what's your strategy here down the stretch?
Well, they got a number of options here. You have Grant, who's done a good job of hitting threes and get to the rim. Joe Chile, who's made all the big plays. And JB has started to establish himself around the rim. So they have really 3 options they can go with. All 3 guys have done well offensively. So it just depends on what he feels like they're going to be the best matchup coming out of this timeout.
We've been in this situation before, as recently as just, last week. A big win at Wilmington where Charleston needed a bucket. Joe Chile had been going off, Riller had been going off, and in the end, like you said, Danny, it was all about matchups. Coach Grant felt that Jarrell Brantley had the best matchup. In that situation, he was able to convert. Now, we saw in the last play, or 2 plays ago, Jarrell was actually able to find that soft spot in that zone.
And Alex Murphy's simply not big enough to handle him on the block one-on-one. So if they're able to get the isolation, look for that. Hey, and then again, at the end of the day, you have no problem giving it to your captain, the ball to your captain, and letting him do what he does and what he's been good at all year, too. Joe Chile finished down the stretch.
Northeastern's hit 6 of their last 8. Charleston's hit their last 4 attempts. Now, if you're Northeastern, Danny, you played zone the entire game. Do you throw a curveball here and maybe go man? Because you got to figure they're probably drawing up a play for a zone.
You know, I don't know how good they are defensively. Normally, a team is hiding some kind of deficiency if they're in it, especially all night. So I don't see them really changing anything last minute unless they do, like, again, some full court back to zone maybe. They're showing full court pressure. Let's see if they do it.
So it's Brantley, Riller, Chile, Johnson, and Harris on the floor for Charleston. Green, Brace, Williams, Begley, and Murphy on the floor for Northeastern. Ball's been inbounded. Joe Chile has it. He's in the front court.
And it's just dummy pressure back to zone.
As Danny mentioned, they're still in the zone. As Cam Johnson has it. Back over to Joe Chile. Over in the corner to Grant Willard. Drives to the basket, laid off for Brantley. Brantley hit, no foul, shot up, shot no good. Rebound by Nick Harris, and his putback is good! Nick Harris with the putback and a timeout called by Earl Grant with 20.6 seconds left. The 6'10 sophomore from Decula, Georgia, with the offensive rebound and the putback, and right now Charleston with a 72-71 lead. So was there a timeout called? I'm not sure why the officials aren't letting these guys get together. So I think I don't know what they're checking, Danny. Maybe it's just the time on the clock. Right now the clock is showing 20.6 seconds left, so the basket is good. Charleston does have a 1-point lead, 72-71. Charleston has 2 timeouts left. Northeastern with 1. And talk about being in the right place at the right time. Nick Harris with the offensive putback. They're trying to see the clock. Yeah, definitely, Danny.
Looks like maybe 21 and a half, somewhere in there. You can't see it from the angle. We got our monitor.
You hear Coach Grant talk all the time. We have to be who we are. And who we are is we are a defensive unit. And if we're going to be the team that we want to be and excel in March, do the big dance, you're going to have to play defense. You're going to have to come up with defensive stops in crucial situations, and that's what it is right now. Charleston has got to find a way to come up with a defensive stop. Something, Danny, that, let's just be honest, they have not done in the second half. As Northeastern has scored 50 points. There's some games that we don't give up 50 points total, and Charleston's given up 50 points in the second half.
And Northeastern has the same amount of options. They've had 3 or 4 guys make plays, so.
Northeastern with the basketball. As TJ Williams, you got to figure they're going to go to him. He's leading the league in scoring. Has the basketball, drives right. He's right in front of his bench. He'll throw it over to Alex Murphy. 10 seconds left. Alex Murphy drives, turnaround, fadeaway jumper. No good. Off the rim. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it went off of Charleston, so it'll be Charleston's basketball. And they're going to take a look, the officials are, at the replay to make sure that indeed it did go off of Charleston. So 7.1 seconds left. The officials are at the scorer's table, double checking just to make sure. Charleston got the necessary initial defensive stop, but couldn't come up with a defensive rebound.
Yeah, now, did you talk us to getting this little monitor? We've moved up a little bit.
Well, that's because there's no TV. And so I'm taking a look at the replay monitor. Yeah, it went off with Joe Chile.
Yeah.
But because, obviously it's no TV game, so actually the internet feed, it's us. So that's why we're doing radio and internet TV feed, and we only get paid for one. So I'll have to talk to somebody about that because they're double dipping right now. And, honestly, I just don't think that's fair. We're going to figure it out. But anyway, it is indeed Northeastern's basketball, 7.1 seconds left. And Coach Grant's going to take a timeout to make sure he has his defense set. Only 1 timeout left for Charleston.
It's always going to be up and down no matter what the game may seem like. It always seems like it's a tough battle every game.
So it'll be Harris, Chile, Pointer, Brantley, and Johnson on the floor for the Cougars. 7.1 seconds left. They're going to inbound it under the basket to the left of the basket on the baseline. Northeastern basketball. Can Charleston come up with that final stop? Brace is going to inbound it. Looking. He'll get it into TJ Williams. Guarded by Marquise. TJ Williams lost the ball, got it back. Fadeaway jumper. No good. Came up short. Brace's offense rebounds. Putback is good at the buzzer, and Northeastern wins. Oh my goodness. Brace got the air ball falling out of bounds. Threw it up with, I believe, like 0.5 seconds left. And the ball went through the basket as the horn sounds, and I believe Northeastern is going to get the victory here.
Yeah, I think it was good by first look. Let's get a look. We're going to replay it for us.
The officials are checking to make sure that it was out of his hands, and Brace